Hi everyone, I'm Jeff at Leo's Camera Supply. We have today a little talk about what some suggestions to bring when you're on vacation or going on vacation. Some of the common things that I would probably think of would be memory cards, batteries. Memory cards are, of course, now how you record your images. Before, in the past, memory cards were actually quite expensive and limited in space, but now you have these 8 gigabyte memory cards starting as little as $15 for one. So the idea of carrying extra memory cards is not unheard of. With memory cards, you're recording all your memories with these, and the idea of carrying extra memory cards is not a big investment anymore. In the past, I've actually would bring with me devices like an iPad or an external card or like a digital wallet to transfer the images to, but this is another thing, is a bulky item and expensive to carry around. And the other concerns are when you transfer all your images to a singular device, if that singular device gets damaged or fails or it gets stolen, you lose all your memories. The idea of carrying extra memory cards is so that if anything happens, if an individual memory card fails for you for some reason, or you lose it, the idea is that you have the other memory cards to still record all your memories from that trip. The other thing, which is just as important, of course, is batteries. Since we're now so dependent on powers for these cameras, it's not a bad idea to carry extra batteries with you. Same principle on the memory cards. In some way, you can, of course, do the more conservative way, carry 1 or 2 batteries, have your charger with you, and at any time when during the vacation you might want to take a small break, go to a coffee shop, you could always ask nicely the person there if you could charge up the battery while you're waiting to have a cup of coffee. But at the same time, nothing stops you from just buying even more batteries, just like the memory cards, and not be reliant on carrying a charger with you, especially when sometimes in different countries, the outlet size might be completely different and you're not prepared for it. But just to point out, we do carry here the adapters for various countries. But if you carry, instead of just 2 batteries, carry 4 or 5 batteries, since most of these batteries will give you about 200 to 350 photographs per charge. Carrying just lots of batteries might be another way of not dealing with charging batteries at different foreign currents that you're dealing with voltage-wise. Now, getting into maintenance, some of the things that one would deal with when traveling is weather conditions. This is where a rain cover is handy. Covering up the camera when you're out who knows how the weather might be when you're traveling. Covering the camera with a rain cover will allow you to get those moments no matter how poor the weather is, a little drizzle here and there. Even with maintaining the camera inside, you have dust on not only the lens itself or the filters or even the sensor. So I have some examples of microfiber cleaning cloths that one could clean the filter off first. And something as simple as this doesn't require too much tools or complicated accessories to carry with you. But with that in mind, fingerprints and raindrops getting onto the lens itself or the filters can really ruin the images afterwards until you find out that your lens was dirty in the first place. Sensor cleaning. Now, that's an area that some people are intimidated by because they don't want to ever touch the sensor itself. But the sensor it has a filter in front of the sensor that protects the sensor from being damaged from simple cleaning, and you are cleaning the sensor just like you're cleaning a filter. We have devices like these sensor cleaning swabs from Visible Dust, which they have video tutorials and they're easy to do, but to learn how to do it yourself prevents the issue of finding out you have this big piece of dust on the sensor and then your whole trip is ruined. You feel that, okay, I can't do anything about it until I head back home and then bring it into a service repair facility. Doing it yourself will help you continue on and enjoy your trip. Now, other things to possibly carry during your trip, depending on where you're going. For instance, doing night photography, sometimes in low light, something as simple as this tabletop tripod might be handy to carry. It takes up very little space to put in one's camera bag or even in your jacket. But this allows you to do those night photographs downtown or in the city or even landscape in the evening. It doesn't have to be the most solid tripod, since it's just to get you by for those moments that normally hand holding your camera isn't possible. There are from tabletop tripods, there are your larger tripods or your travel tripods, and this one still can fit into a camera bag or just be held on a belt on the side on your waist or in a backpack. But this would get you up to at least your waist or chin level, and then you can do more interesting photographs of stars, night photography, product photography for that matter, if you might find yourself in those situations too. But some people find that they rely on the image stabilization on the camera, and I find that being able to support the weight of the camera prevents a lot of the shaking, and you can be more relaxed when you're taking photographs. Another simple device, getting back to maintaining or cleaning your sensor, and your lenses, which I forgot to mention, is your blower brushes or blowers. I keep one in my bag, which is simple enough to then blow off either dust from the filters or on the sensor itself, or even just the outside of the camera that might just get covered in pollen, dust, or like lint for that matter, and that also will help too. If you have any further questions, you reach us at our website at leoscameras.com and Facebook or Twitter. Thanks.